Welcome to the show. Thank you very much for finding the time. So, leo tuongelele briefly, we'll talk about depression.
Yeah.
Yes, because I understand that in campus, many people are facing depression nowadays. So, what is depression in your definition?
Um, According to how I perceive the word depression, depression is a state in which a person anakuwa for a long time that anakosa sense of life, anakosa meaning of life, and it's a long term thing. Si ile fupi. The short, the short, the short term depression watu huiname kama stress. But then if stress prolongs for a long period of time, it develops to depression. Yeah, to depression. So basically depression ni kitu like self worth yako imeisha, you no longer see anything beautiful in life. That's why you find people in depression committing maybe suicide ama just doing something fishy. So that is basically how I can describe depression. Yeah, sure.
What are the causes of depression?
Depression, they can be caused by many of the things because one of them the financial state. Financial state meaning that someone lacks money. Though watu wanaweza confuse what I mean with lacking money because we have very poor people who are not depressed.
Sure.
Very poor people who are not depressed at all. They even don't know what they'll take for supper, but they are not depressed. Yeah, they are happy creatures, wanatembea vizuri campus, wako sawa. But sasa issue ni change of financial status. Mtu amekuwa aki-earn 5 million shillings, amekuwa akisort his bills, amekuwa akifanya hivi, then COVID came and the salary was cut by 80%. Hata kama huyo mtu ana earn 200,000 he is depressed.
Sure.
Yeah. Na kuna mtu hata hiyo 200 ndiye anaomba tu apate, akipata ameomoka, but huyo mtu ako depressed because he can only access 200,000 in a month. Yeah, not because 200,000 is little money, but because kuna change of
Financial status.
financial status.
Yeah.
Inapea mtu stress, hiyo stress ina develop inakuwa. Yeah. Another cause of depression can be love. And love, I can relate it with the relationships. Hii ndio topic nimejaribu kuweka kwa hii meeting, but ni sawa. It's a cause of depression.
Yeah, sure.
So hatuwezi, though it's a whole large topic to discuss with. Yeah. So in depression, especially love matters in campus is very critical. Very critical. Hapa ndio mahali watu wanajigundua. People know their character fully. People learn how to associate with others. And actually, there are people in relationships who are just meant to be friends. But because they have not made it to be friends, and it's more than friendship, and these people are not, baadaye it accelerate into a heartbreak or even a rejection. Unaona, so hiyo kitu inaweza affect mtu. I know many of my friends who are really heartbroken. Unaona mtu anakuanga strong but love makes them as weak as possible. Very strong person. Mpaka unashangaa hata wewe unaweza. I mean of all the people you should be the person who is very strong. Yeah, they become very weak and they become very depressed. That's another point. Another cause of depression, I read somewhere, sometimes even your surrounding, your environment can cause depression. Yeah. Kuna wale watu wamefungiwa hawataki kutoka, and these people are extroverts. You see, extroverts get energy through other people by talking to people. I think I'm one of them. I'm one of the extroverts. I need to be out. Mimi ukinifungia kwa nyumba, that you just want to kill me.
Me too.
Yeah. You just want to kill me. Actually, COVID-19 pandemic during 2020 March, that was the worst time for extroverts.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it was the worst time for extroverts. So, peer environment. I also read a psychological fact about the color of your environment. Like unaona kwa room, usifike tu kwa room umejenga nyumba, then you just color any color on the wall. It's very dangerous. You need to know how you perceive each color. Kuna mtu boy child hawananga colors, wanaweza paka rangi ya black kila mahali kwa TV kila mahali gari, the bedroom wapake black, they have no problem with colors. But for ladies, they need to be careful on what color wanna expose their state, because they always reflect. Ladies reflect what is in the environment. Ukitaka kujua if this environment is gloomy, at a church, enter any church, you'll never find men either hyper or low. They behave in a natural state, hata kama show imeweza aje. Yeah, it takes a few. It takes a few who can react. But for ladies, they reflect the emotion. They shout, they scream. Na kama umewabo. They will keep quiet. So that's another aspect. Yeah. So that is basically what I might say right now about the causes of depression.
And what are the side symptoms? How will you know that this person is stressed?
Now, it's very easy to know when someone is stressed, because when someone is stressed, anasema anakwambia bethe leo niko na stress, kuna lecturer fulani alinifanyia hivi na sikufurahia, bethe I'm stressed, I don't have food and nimekaa njaa 3 days. It's very easy. Now on depression, yes, you can know, but this person will not tell you. You might realize, unaweza realize huyu ako na depression, but yeye hawezi kuambia, because the only section someone can express feelings is only from stress. From stress. And also the other point of feelings cannot be expressed. Extremely happy and extremely depressed. Those are the two extreme sides where people don't express how they feel. They cannot tell. Someone who is extremely happy will only shed tears and maybe hug you, but they will be speechless. I mean, someone can be happy and cannot talk at all. It happens. Someone sheds tears kabisa. Alafu on the other side, depression, mtu anakosa kabisa, like hawezi sema. And most of the time about hiyo depression, that depression is when this person like amekuwa na njaa, so there is no way you can be able to tell this person ako na njaa, because first of all haezi sema. So the only thing you can know is change of behavior, because this person will, kama alikuwa extrovert, ananyamaza kabisa. Unapata mwingine alikuwa introvert but anaongea sana, unashangaa, is this really you? Like change behavior completely. Yes, change behavior. Hawezi communicate the way he used to communicate. Another thing, anaanza kupenda vitu hakuwa anapenda. Mtu ambaye alikuwa na hate kwenda swimming pool, huko ndio anataka kuspend this time. You know very well this guy does not take this type of meal, and that is the type of meal and he talk at that time. So that is also a sign to know if this guy has depression.
Change of behavior. I think that's very true. You find that people change their behavior. If they were doing this, they actually withdraw from the things you love. I've seen that so much. And that is why we encourage as friends, when you see your friend changing the behavior, now we try to come close and ask him or her what is happening in your life. Yeah. Now, this person now is stressed and the symptoms are there, and you know the causes, probably loss of loved one or something. And now, how do you help them out?
Now, I always feel that is the hardest question in life, because in depression, first of all, let me just say, it takes the hand of God to rescue someone from depression. Because someone in depression does not understand what cures depression. No. And someone in depression does not, like, it's something that is it's not beyond cure, but it's almost beyond cure. Yeah, it's almost beyond cure. That's why ni kama kwenda ICU, ni kama kuniuliza swali, how can we rescue someone in the ICU? Yeah, it's very tricky because tunajua anaweza faulu ama asifaulu in the ICU, unaona. So actually people have died because of depression. Depression imeua watu wengi, and I was reading some theologian who was preaching, alikuwa anasema that Jesus died of depression, and was trying to think why, how can Jesus die of depression? I mean, si aliwekwa kwa msalaba na akapigwa msumari, mbona akufe kwa depression? And then he started explaining, akasema how in Israel, baada ya ku crucify people wakifanya makosa, hiyo ndio ilikuwa the worst punishment. Na unajua walikuwa na crucify ukiwa naked kabisa. Wachana hii movie za Yesu, unaona bado amevalishwa kikoi hapa. It was purely naked. That was how Israel people used to, naked kabisa, fully naked, si naked ya bikini, naked ya ukweli, una crucifyiwa. So after being crucified, it used to take a lot of time ndio hawa watu wakufa. So what they used to do, they used to leave them overnight, alafu wawaue kesho asubuhi. Yani it used to take like ukipiga tu mtu hapa msumari, hiyo bleeding tu polepole ikibleed hivyo, it takes a lot of time. Yeah, but remember these people were crucified on Friday, and these people used to treasure sana the Sabbath, so they decided to kill them so that mtu asifeel pain on a Sabbath. That was how they used to treasure that day. So they decided to kill those people, so wakaua the thieves. Kufika kwa Yesu alikuwa ashakufa. I mean, sasa kwa nini Yesu alikufa? Because these guys were still alive, and Jesus was a human being. Now that was how alikuwa unexplained, is that season nini zilimo, like the fact that alifeel the presence of the Father iko na yeye, ndio alilia, why have you forsaken me? Hiyo heartbreak, it was actually, I call it the greatest heartbreak that one can have. You can be broken up with a lady there ama a gent there, but imagine a creator who has been with the bosom, like Jesus amekuwa kwa the bosom of God as his son, wamedepart, like that love literally, until the sun haingestand kuona hiyo heartbreak. It was dark all over, so ilikuwa inaonyesha how like hiyo heartbreak ili affect Jesus hadi akakufa at the same time. So probably mtu mwenye ako kwa depression kwa sababu ya pesa, ukimpea pesa, it does not cure depression. Like haujasaidia huyo mtu kwa kumpea pesa. Mwenye ako na njaa ukimpea food, haiwezi cure depression. You will only cure, mtu anaweza kuwa ameshiba but bado ako na depression. Yeah, so it takes a lot of prayers, because I always feel God is the only way to cure someone from depression. Hizi vitu zingine zenye tunasemanga tuseme ati ukiwa na depression go and exercise, then depression ita decrease. But sometimes I always think huwa tunaona this thing as not depression, because even at depression mtu hawezi jipeleka kwa film, hawezi jipeleka kwa film, huwezi hata enda kwa exercise. Actually vitu kama exercise zina treat stress. Mtu akiwa na stress, so kuna watu wakipata heartbreak, they don't go to depression, they go to stress, meaning they are a bit strong, so they can cure it through exercise. Wengine wanaenda kucheza muziki kama the musicians, kuna wengine wanaenda comp lab. Yeah, you see like the case of this Trevor on beach, yeah, who was at broken leg. Alikuwa anasema therapy yake ni kuenda gym. Yeah, so probably that is basically what I can say that can cure depression.
Prayer.
Yeah, prayers.
Yeah. I also agree with you, because I think it's more something like deliverance.
Yeah.
Because it is more it, because there's that time you cannot even do anything. One thing, you cannot go to the gym, as you said. you cannot, but I think you can also go to the doctor and have some prescriptions.
Prescription. Though going to the doctor, it's actually people will take you there.
Family and friends.
Yeah, family and friends will take you there. Will take you there. So actually, in terms of depression, you can know when you are depressed.
As a person.
Yeah, as a person, you can know when you are depressed because every time people question your actions, what you do, what you, and you yourself, you know what you've passed through. But now the problem is when like you want to pour it to someone. It's not so easy to express depression to someone. Yeah, ni ngumu sana.
Is depression avoidable? Can you avoid depression?
Aha. So about avoiding depression, I think the first thing you need to do about avoiding depression, first of all, avoid drugs. If you avoid drugs, you have saved yourself from depression by over 80%. Yeah, I've seen people who are very good students, but because of drugs, inawapea stress. You know, ukienda kuuliza mtu anatumia drugs, they really don't want to use them. Yeah, they really don't want to use them. They wish they could not be in those shoes of drugs. Yani wana wish. I was asking some lady, supposing you grow up, have you ever thought of your mother being a drunkard? Akasema hapana. Mama yangu atakuwaje mlevi? I mean, it's something they don't want. And then I asked her, now, have you ever thought of your children? How they will say about you? Yeah, if you indulge in drugs. And ikafika point wenyewe akakaa hivi akasema, siwezi taka watoto wangu wakuwe na mama mwenye atalewa akuje nyumbani with chaos, everything here and there. Like it's a situation people don't want. So if you avoid drugs will make you not do your assignments. The HOD will be on your neck, you see, and those are things that will bring up stress. Drugs can make your relationship go down because you'll always be in the wrong judgment. So utakuwa na interpret vitu vibaya. Yeah. Another thing about avoiding depression is being closer to Christ.